I was elected on September 11th in the Democratic primary, so the day of the attacks on Washington, D.C. and the Pentagon and Western Pennsylvania. And of course, they had anthrax attacks in the weeks after that, so my swearing in was delayed. But eventually, they had a small reception for me. Some of my friends from Massachusetts came in, from Boston, the Boston area. And I'll never forget Ted Kennedy and his son Patrick came to my reception. And Ted was obviously wired in. He knew what my committee assignments were before I did. And he came up to me and he said, "Congratulations, welcome to Congress." He said, "I'm happy to tell you that you've been assigned to the Veterans Affairs Committee. Congratulations." And then he said, "The bad news is that they want to close 3 of the VA hospitals in your district." He said Brockton, West Roxbury, and Jamaica Plain. And they have plans to do that, and you and I have to make sure that those plans don't come to fruition. So over the coming months, Ted and I actually ended up testifying before this BRAC-like commission that was looking at closing down these hospitals. And I'm very proud that I was asked to take the lead because I was on the Veterans Affairs Committee, but I owe a great deal of credit to Ted Kennedy and the rest of the delegation that stood with me. And to this day, those 3 hospitals are still open. As a matter of fact, 2 of them are being expanded. The West Roxbury facility looks like it'll be the home of the new Spinal Cord Injury Center of Excellence that will be established there for the Eastern Coast veterans. And then the Brockton facility, which is an older facility, will also be dramatically updated to the tune of about $180 million. So that will be a good place for our veterans, not only the new veterans coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, but so many of our World War II veterans that are at a point in their life, for the first time in their lives, they've had to rely on the VA or rely on someone else for their care. And it just gives me great comfort that I had a small part to do with keeping those facilities open. You don't realize, you work on bills, you pass them, and then you don't realize, at a personal level how things work out. But I had an opportunity to drive with a Stryker brigade from southern Afghanistan down to the Pakistani border, and I was with a young soldier from Fort Lewis McChord, Washington. He was a young lieutenant, and on the way down, we were sitting in the turret of this Stryker, driving down, and he said, "Hey, thanks a lot for that GI Bill, that post 9/11 GI Bill." He said, "I've got my education. I have a bachelor's degree already." He said, "But I have a son who's 17 years old, and next year he's going to be going to University of Washington, and I was able to give him my college credits under the GI Bill to allow him to attend Washington University, basically at no cost because of the benefits in the post 9/11 GI Bill." So he was extremely happy. A lot of the soldiers were, men and women, were just excited about that opportunity. So needless to say, I felt very, very good about what we had done.